Let's be real. If you've ever tried to make a long AI video on your phone, you know the pain, right? You get these choppy clips, the frames don't match up, and it's just a total mess. Well, what if I told you there's a super simple trick to fix all that? In this explainer, we're going to break down the screenshot method that lets you create absolutely seamless, high-quality AI videos, and you can do the whole thing right from your phone.
So here's our game plan. First, we'll talk about the problem itself. Then, we'll get into crafting your story and prompts. After that, we'll generate our very first clip. Then comes the magic, the frame matching trick. And finally, we'll stick it all together with a voiceover and some final edits. All right, first up, let's just put a name to the big headache. What is it that makes creating these AI videos on a mobile device so challenging? I'm guessing this sounds pretty familiar. You're trying to piece together these AI clips on your phone, and the quality looks kind of crummy, and worse, the scenes just jump all over the place. It's a super common frustration, but believe me, today we are going to solve it for good. Okay, moving on to the prep work. The real magic of your final video, it actually starts right here, with a solid story and some really well thought out prompts. I mean, this is the foundation for everything else we're going to do. And you know what's so great about this whole method? The toolkit is incredibly simple. We're only going to need 4 main apps. We'll use ChatGPT to help us with the story and prompts, Grok AI for the actual video clips, Google AI Studio for a nice voiceover, and then a simple editor like InShot to assemble the whole shebang. Whoa, hold on. Before we go any further, just a quick but very important warning. Now, you could have an AI write your story, but I highly recommend you write it yourself. Why? Well, because content that's completely AI-generated can get flagged under YouTube's low-effort policy, and that could seriously put your channel's monetization at risk. So the big takeaway here is, always write your own narrative. So how do you get those perfect prompts? It's a really straightforward process. First, just write out your story. Easy enough. Next, copy and paste that story into ChatGPT. Then, you're going to ask it to create image prompts for each scene, and make sure you tell it that each image has to connect to the next one. And finally, be specific about the visual style you want, something like 3D cartoon style, to keep everything looking consistent. Okay, prompts are ready to go, so it's time to start creating. This next part is all about generating that very first video clip, and more importantly, making sure our settings are dialed in just right to get the best possible quality. Now, this initial setup is absolutely critical, so don't skip this part. On your phone, you have to use the Chrome browser. And here's the key. You've got to switch it to desktop site mode. This one little step is what unlocks the HD quality enhancement feature. Oh, and also remember to select that middle aspect ratio, because that works best for long-form videos in Grok AI. All right, let's make our first clip. Go ahead and paste your first prompt in to get a few images. Pick the one you like the best. Then paste that exact same prompt in again to turn that image into a video. And now for the most critical step of this whole stage. Before you download anything, you have to use the upscale or enhance option to get it into beautiful HD quality. All right, this is it. This is the moment we've been waiting for. We've officially reached the heart of this entire explainer, the clever little hack that makes seamless long-form AI video possible, all from the palm of your hand. So here it is, the million-dollar question. Without some fancy frame matching feature on the mobile version, how in the world do we get a smooth, perfect transition between our clips? Well, the answer, it turns out, is almost laughably simple. So here it is, the screenshot trick, step by step. First, open up that video clip you just downloaded and pause it on the very last frame. Second, take a screenshot. Third, crop that screenshot so you get rid of your phone's status bar and all that other junk. Fourth, head back over to Grok AI and upload this screenshot as your new starting image. And finally, paste in your next prompt and generate the new clip. It's really that easy. And that's why this works so brilliantly. That simple screenshot is the whole secret. It acts as a perfect visual guidepost for the AI. You're not just telling it what to create with text anymore, you're literally showing it the exact frame to start from, making sure the next clip begins in precisely the right place. Oh, and here's a quick pro tip that's going to save you a ton of headaches and your daily credits. In the Grok AI settings, find the behavior option and just turn that last toggle off. This stops the tool from trying to automatically generate a video the second you upload an image, which is super helpful for this workflow. Trust me, you'll thank me later. And just like that, we're on the home stretch. We've got all our beautiful, seamless clips generated. Now it's time to add that final layer of polish with a voiceover and some simple editing to really bring our story to life. Okay, for the voiceover, the first thing you want to do is look at your original story again and just tweak the text a little bit to make sure it perfectly matches the timing and the visuals of the clips you made. Then, you can pop over to Google AI Studio. You can paste your script into their text-to-speech tool, pick a voice you like, and just download the high-quality audio file.
Now for the final assembly. Open up an editor like InShot. First, import all of your HD video clips in the right order. Then, add that voiceover audio track you just made. Now here's a key step. Make sure you lower the volume on all the original video clips to 0 so they don't clash with your narration. Make any little tweaks to timing or zoom, and then export your final video.
And that's it. You've actually done it. You took what used to be a really frustrating process and used one simple, clever trick to turn a bunch of separate, disjointed AI clips into one continuous, high-quality, seamless story. How cool is that? You know, what this really shows is that sometimes a technical limitation isn't a dead end. It's just an invitation to get a little creative. You now have this powerful new method in your mobile creator toolkit. So the only question left is, what amazing story are you going to bring to life first?